Yo, so you guys keep talking. We're live, yo. We made it. What's up, y'all? What's going on? I happen to not have it. I have issues with my streaming device. I don't know why it's not working. Everything seems to be skipping because my internet's not that great, but it is fine. I am on IG today, so IG Live. So it might not get as much population as all the other streams, but fuck it. I started from this with the podcast. It's gonna probably start a highlights in the podcast. It's pretty much what the whole thing is about. I forget it's a podcast. So welcome. What up, y'all? I got my man here, Alpha Muck, D Nice. What's up, y'all? I missed y'all, man. I missed y'all. Y'all. I know we were short. This man told me to show my guns. I was like, all right, I got you. I don't want to get canceled though, so I don't want to get into that. But yes, I actually plan on, to answer your question. Actually, I actually plan on going to the range. I know it's off topic. I'm gonna go to range on Friday if you want to go, or this weekend.
Well, I work Friday, then Saturday. Y'all coming over Sunday, so
we can do it.
We'll figure it out. I'll come with you one of these days when I'm off. Shit, you go. I definitely do want to get one. I think more and more brown people should get guns. The legal way. We should all have guns.
Legal way.
Yes. If they get pulled over and you show them that license, like, yeah, just fuck up, get out of my face.
Legal way.
Shit, yeah.
Legal way is the key.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. No, I agree. We can go on a whole topic about how I feel about gun control and shit, but you know,
I feel you.
That's just me. Yes, guys. So this episode, I know I missed you guys last week. But I know you guys, I haven't seen you guys since fucking damn. Because I did the anniversary the week before, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't on that one.
Yeah.
It's been like 3 weeks since I've been on,
Oh shit. Been that long, huh? Fuck. Yeah, well, this we're gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? We're gonna still do it, do our thing. You know, it's kind of weird. I can only look at one thing today, so I actually could focus on you guys. It's weird because I'm used to seeing a whole bunch of shit happening all at once, but you know, whatever. Like we here.
Hey, shit, this might be the one. You know, you might get hella
right. Everyone missed it.
No, yeah. Make a bad thing out of a good thing.
Hey,
set the internet on fire.
Got to. So we're gonna talk about oh yeah, happy belated Father's Day, everybody. I'm not sure if everyone.
Nope. We are all blessed without you. Well, happy Father's Day to Markel. Then.
Yeah, definitely. Red pill.
Yeah. It's been interesting. So yeah.
Man, you think you might have one somewhere? Dante Jr. floating around there somewhere.
That's a conversation we have to have off the show.
I feel that. Hey! I've almost had that accidents happen before too.
Learn fast. Any man had that scare. Any man.
Hell yeah! Like I used to date a chick who had irregular monthly cycles. That's the scariest shit ever, man.
Hell yeah, I had that too.
Cause she like I don't know how many times she comes to me like I'm late, and it's like oh fucking shit. So you start stressing for 3 days, and she's like oh I got it, and it's like bitch, I swear to God, you say that one more time. It's like I had to let her go. Man. That was too scary.
Yeah, you know, sure.
Yeah. Talk about that.
And
later.
then you ask them, "Well, are you gonna have it, or what's going on? How you feeling?" She was like, "Well, I don't know." I'm like, "Oh my god."
I don't ask, bro. I just ask when the appointment is. So when's the appointment? Just look at her serious.
When is that coming to an end?
When is it?
Because I know you ain't gonna keep it.
Man, hell no. I got a guy. I know a guy. Let's go.
You got a guy?
I know a guy. Let's go.
Oh shit. Fuck. This got serious.
Right, yeah.
This got serious.
They're making it harder for that to happen. To know a guy.
Yeah, he knows a guy. He knows people. It's a little
man, no people. It's all good.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to go live regardless. I mean, whatever. I'm gonna try. But yeah.
What can't work in you?
No, it's just like it goes it streams, but it for some strange reason this is a piece of shit. I'm gonna say this shit is a piece of
You gotta
shit.
get Xfinity, bro.
Yeah, it's like I'm
What do you
moving like
got?
this. Look, like I'm like sitting there like lagging like crazy.
Even on
Yeah.
IG?
Even in general, like this whole
Oh,
shit
damn.
just moves, and it's just it's crap. It's crap. It's crap. I tried for you guys, but
Man, let's do it. Let's do this like we live.
yeah, you're right. So yeah, we're gonna talk about dating and first date shit. All right, I know we talked about that before. We have, but just so you guys know, to let you know, I am going to be doing this episode. I'll just edit it and do it the old school way and just put it on YouTube. So
cool.
Yeah, that way you guys can see that. But yeah, first date stuff, man. I told the story about last week or the week before about how shitty that can be. Situations where you meet up with someone in their hometown and they trip out when you take them to a place that they don't like. That's annoying. Yeah, very annoying. So
I've never really had a bad first date.
I mean, I would say it didn't ruin my date, but it just got me think like, man, fuck you. Screw you. But yeah, it definitely changed my perspective.
I've had one bad first date.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, one.
Yeah. And it wasn't because the person wasn't a good person or a good date. It was the way it ended. The person that I went on a date with had just gotten out of a marriage, maybe 6 months, and she felt she was ready to start dating again. So we came back to my place, and what happened was we were watching a movie. I go to the restroom and come back, and she's full on having a panic attack, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, you okay? And she was just like, I shouldn't be dating right now. I need to go. I was like, sure. Well, whatever you need. I hope you feel better. But man, my heart started pumping because I was like, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, right. That's a dangerous thing. Shit.
At least she protects you before that happened.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. She just saved you the trouble of going through that shit.
Man, for real.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
She probably thought or wanted to do more, and then that logic started kicking in. She's like, I can't do this right now. And then
logic.
Out
you act like women got logic, bro. They go with emotion.
After their emotional shit, the logic starts to seep in.
What logic?
That's why after like a fight,
the emotional logic.
Nah, they're not emotionally intelligent. Come on. If they were that, they wouldn't be in the predicament right now.
Yeah.
But I always believe that, women have an emotional filter. Everything goes to that first. How I feel about this, how I feel about that, blah, blah, blah. Every decision is from the emotional filter first. And then after all of that is going and done with, then logic starts to seep in and they start to see things. That's why sometimes when you get in a fight with your girl and she was in the wrong, even though she's playing victim and she's going crazy and she's screaming all that shit, and you let her calm down, a couple hours pass by, she understands, she comes back and she, groveling or whatever, especially when she knows she was in the wrong. That's because the logic started to seep in. She was like, shit, yeah, I was a bitch at that time and it wasn't my fault. Fuck. Yeah. How can I make this right?
Makes sense.
If you have, a more intelligent female.
That makes sense. No, you definitely make sense on that one. Yeah, I mean, I've seen women just really act out irrationally. And it's like, man, where are you coming from with this information? Like, why, what? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. And I see some dudes be tripping out like that too. Some dudes kind of act out and they act out on their emotion too. And they start getting kind of, like, I'm not saying feminine, but they act like, I don't know, man. Like,
it kind of is like, I mean, you have to be emotionally intelligent to deal with somebody who
and it's just like to the point where and it's like to the point where you're sitting there thinking like, man, why are you getting so emotional about this, dude? Like, it's fucking like, when I worked with a whole bunch of men before, I realized how emotional a lot of some dudes are. Some dudes are pretty emotional. And I'm just like, dude, like, it's cool, man. Like, don't you know? I mean, I have my moments, man, but like, come on. You
You
know, I
gotta
try
really
to,
do something to me to get me there,
yeah,
bro.
you
I'm
know,
like a
and you,
fucking Vulcan, bro.
yeah,
When it
you
comes to
know,
emotions, it's like
and it's crazy because like there's a couple people out there who are the super sensitive ones, and they're the ones who talk the most shit. But then when something bad happens to them, they start getting, and dudes be doing that a lot. Like I
that is
literally,
true.
if I would have said the same shit to that person, they'd have been like, and they start flipping out, bro. It's like, yo, man, like keep that same energy, player.
Yeah,
So
especially if
I
you
let them
pitch
talk
that.
their shit. Yeah, there's someone I
You
knew who
pitch
actually
that-
when I was streaming, he was talking his shit. And I'm not taking any offense to it though, but I told him if I would have told that shit on your stream, you would have been all kinds of mad at me, man. You would be taking that shit hella sensitive. You'd be so emotional. So I guess most people just aren't, yeah, emotionally intelligent, I guess.
Well, that and you gotta have tougher skin than that. When I was growing up, my teenage years, even all the way, just pretty much all the way up until now, like any one of my boys, like we clown each other hardcore. We go at each other all the time, just hilarious. Me and Markel, we do that shit all the time. Don't even phase me. It's just hilarious. We'll see what we come up with next to clown each other. It's just,
That's all we
every
do.
dude knows not to cross a line, obviously.
Yeah.
Clown all the time, and it's iron sharpening iron. But if you're a dude and you can't take that shit, then it's like, bruh,
I gotta
go put
I
your
can't
skirt
do
on
it.
and go home, bro. You know what I'm
You
saying? Yeah, it's just weird,
you hurt
man.
my feelings. It's
Well,
like, man.
honestly, those are the dudes who get cheated on because they get too into their emotions and they're too in their feelings, and the girls see that shit and they're like,
I'm
well,
not gonna
shit, I'm
lie.
stronger than that.
That actually
You know
happens to
what I'm
that
saying?
same person I was talking. I mean, I talking put the bills there, but he ain't on my live stream. But like that shit happened to someone who was doing that, and I was like,
If you at any point show any vulnerability more than what she can show, you're out of there, dude. You're out. Like she may give you 1 or 2 strikes, but man, you keep doing that shit, she's gonna start looking elsewhere, man. You have to be able to over domineer her masculine traits.
you do,
When it comes out.
you do, and some of these
Have
females
to.
be. Some of these females be acting like they like masculine and shit. So you got to kind of overmask that masculinity.
Yeah, and that's just bullshit. That's just all bark, no bite.
I mean, yeah, you just check them in there. Please, you hurt my feelings. Yeah, okay. So you're not masculine. Shut up. Like,
Yeah.
like they'll say, "I'm alpha. I'm this." Like, and then you hurt them the most.
Alpha.
Like,
alpha, shut the fuck. Go walk down a alleyway at night by yourself. Alpha.
Like, I thought you was tougher than this. I guess not.
You're not that damn tough. You ain't that tough. You
you
may
ain't-
be
you
tough
ain't that-
in the female world, but
Yeah.
you're not tough in our world.
Yeah, you get hurt the
Sorry to say.
most.
How it
They
is.
get hurt. Yeah, they get hurt the most, bro. The most
Yeah,
alpha
yeah.
ones be getting hurt. The most alpha ones, they be getting hurt the most. That's funny.
Well, a lot of
me,
people, I think it's a cover. You know, saying they're alpha, it's a cover. If you just follow their traits and how they live and shit, you'll see that they're not alpha.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I mean, most real alphas are super dicks.
Yeah.
They just are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
fucking assholes.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have alpha traits and no beta traits. That's how I see it. You can't be a full alpha in everything because then you will be a super dick. You just have to be alpha in the right traits and no betas whatsoever, and then you're good.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, man. No, you're right, man. But most people try to argue about that and say like, hey, man, like, why does it matter? Like, why does it matter to be beta? I'm like, man, shit. I don't know, man. I know damn well I ain't trying to be out here getting walked over like that, especially out in this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I'm ultra alpha, like, but like at times I'm just like, well, I tried. And I had to calm down and kind of chill off that because I do kind of hurt people's feelings. And when I'm talking, when you're dealing with women, you can't be too, I don't know, too fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it works. But like I'm learning the balance. Like, okay, all right, this person's really sensitive. I gotta think this through. If it's your woman that you're with,
I've learned to be more humorous with it when dealing with actual women. And then at my old store, I got the nickname of Grinch, just because I would clown, and then like they were just like, you little Grinch or whatever. But they knew what I said was true.
Yeah.
And they took that shit as truth, but yeah, if you go with it just rash and like matter of fact, yeah, you're gonna hurt some feelings, man. You're gonna fuck some shit up.
Exactly.
I mean, like for me personally, I maybe this is just my personality. I have never categorized myself as an alpha. I pretty much just called myself like a survivor. Like I knew how to get in survivor mode when chips were down, when health was bad, stuff like that. And so, like, for me, just personally, I didn't have that whole alpha type personality pushed on me when I was growing up. So for me, I just look at myself more as just like a survivor and know how to get around bad situations and know what it takes to bounce back.
Yeah. Hey
So
man,
it's just
you gotta
like,
you gotta be a Negan almost damn near to survive in this world. You gotta be a motherfucking Negan from like Walking Dead and shit, man.
Man.
You know what I'm saying,
I mean,
like,
those are alpha traits, bro. You
know
got
what I'm
some alpha
saying?
traits right there. So
Like, I
it's
mean,
mainly to me, man. It's like just not being a pushover, standing your own ground, standing up for yourself, being comfortable in your own skin. When you're in the presence of a crowd or whatever, you own your own space and people can vibe off that, and you're just a natural leader. Like if there was a group of people and they're all like, franticking and shit for some reason, and you were just like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna do this and do this. You can either follow me or you can do your own fucking thing.
yeah.
That to me is, alpha traits.
Hey, when that zombie apocalypse hits, bro, you already know, man.
I'm gonna be at your house, man. You got the 3 guns.
That's not me too. Shit.
I'm gonna be like, give me the semi-automatic. I'll hold that. You can hold the hand.
I'll give you the AR, and then I guess
Yep.
I'll give you the shot. Oh, AR. I'll do the shotgun.
You de-nice the shotgun.
Oh, okay. What? I get the pistol.
You got the Glock. Yeah, you got the Glock, man.
I'll take the pistol. I can't take that recoil, man. Blow my whole shoulder out.
Like shit, man.
Oh,
For real?
okay, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay,
Okay,
wait a minute.
We'll give D-Nice the Glock, then we'll give D-Nice the Glock, and then since Dante huge and shit, he can get the shotgun.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I actually like that shotgun. That's really good too. AR is like for shit, man. That's a whole nother situation. You ready for war?
Man, right?
Yeah. So I'm shit. When that shit happens, bro, I'm gonna be Negan as fuck, man. You gonna have to, Donnie, you gonna be hanging with us, man. You surviving. We gonna need you just to be the survivor out here, man. So you know what I'm saying, you're the one that kind of adapt and go in situation. We just ready to just what we gotta do. You know what I mean? We need a doctor. We need someone who knows how to who we need a farmer. Like, we gotta delegate shit.
I mean, twice as many women as men, so we can have a nice little population started.
Yeah, we do need women. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's hella funny. We talking about. All right, we getting all topic with this episode. We talking about we always get off topic.
That's funny.
The first date shit. So
first date shit. So I never had a bad first date. I've had some weird ones, but I never take them to anywhere expensive on the first date. It's either like a mom and pop shop, tacos, or some shit like that. And if she's not down with that, if she thinks she expects like a dinner, then peace. Don't need you.
So, okay, you were talking about something on our text message that may be a little controversial, I guess. You were talking about, I forgot what you were talking about.
What did I say?
Just some shit.
On the first day.
Oh yeah, hitting on the first day. Yeah.
Oh yeah. If it's okay to hit on the first day or not. Yeah.
Y'all heard what I said.
Yeah. I never had a one night stand just because I'm picky as shit and paranoid, because in Kansas they teach us in sex education, they taught us the diseases first.
Yeah.
In age 6, and they showed pictures and shit, and that just fucked me up. So so I've always been hyper cautious. Yeah, 6th grade, my bad. Yeah, 6th grade, which is what's that? That's like 12. Yeah, it's like 12. Yeah, like that.
11.
Yeah. And then they gave us those ridiculous statistics and shit. 1 out of 4 person has herpes, and I'm looking at class like, holy shit, I know I don't have it, but these motherfuckers might have that shit. So I've always been hyper cautious when it came to sex, and I always wear the condom the first time. And then I drill the girl and drill the girl. Well, I drill them and shit.
He said first time.
They ain't got no diseases and shit. And then but yeah.
I know the term that we always say, like, there was a show I remember it was called Wanna Come Inside. It was on MTV. You heard about that show?
I never heard about that show. That shit's hilarious.
This shit it got discontinued because it was a fucking bad idea. Like, so what it is, they had a show where these guys go, they have dating coaches. So they have people who like know game and they're teaching other guys through like a microphone, right? And so they're picking these women out, these guys out on dates to go with these women. They're giving them advice during the date, during the encounter. So if you get inside the house, you won, right?
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
So this show I knew was not going to do well, but like it's just funny.
Like it's gonna do well. Yeah.
So the initial goal for us men, right, when we go on first dates, it was always keeping us in that mindset. If we get inside the house, man, it's good. It's a successful first date, right? Yeah. We just ready to smash and go. I'm not sure if that's what we're still doing in this time, but long story short, I mean, what's your guys' goal when you guys go on a first date? Do you base it off of going on a second date? Do you already have an idea when the girl you go on, like, oh, I'm gonna hook up with her? Like I know Markel probably.
I don't know. I'm a bit conservative myself, so I go to see if there's a second date because I want to see who I'm fucking with. Because I've had enough 8s and 9s in my life to know that just because they're pretty don't mean shit. Most of the time, if they're really pretty, like if they're a 9, I've never dated a 10 before, not to my standards, but I've dated a few 9s in my life, and most of them have been 8s and 7.5s, if I'm being honest. But the 9s, they're boring. They don't really have shit going on. They're more worried or concerned about what other people think. They starfish, they're lazy, and they have no ambitions. So it's like you're basically just dating a model or dating somebody who's pretty just to be pretty as an arm piece. Now, that's fine if you're rich and you just want another trophy. Don't care, what she says or how she is. But if you want substance, you want somebody that you can have a conversation with, somebody you can grow with, or some shit like that, then I need to understand who the fuck you are and go on a second date. Because initially, we're supposed to date to find that forever girl, and vice versa. She's supposed to date to find that forever dude. That's the true reason of dating, is to find that person that I don't have to keep looking for. But past decade or so, it's becoming more and more just a hookup culture. And people with my mindset, with my conservative mindset, I don't want to fuck with somebody who has the same number of bodies as I do because it's different. I don't care what females say, it's different, totally different. And it's like I can't do anything about it. It just bothers me. Once they get past a certain number that I have set in my own standards, it's like I can't really fuck with you, man, because if you can fuck that many dudes in this small amount of times, then you are a bad chooser, man. You don't know how to choose right men, Either that or you're just a hoe. It just is what it is. And that's fine. You can do that all you want. You don't have to take my judgment. It's just I'm not gonna be with you.
Fair enough. What about you, Darius?
I mean, women in their 30s, I'm not saying that I expect all of them to have a high count. I'm saying that I guess the question is for me to you guys, what's a reasonable number?
Of what? Of body count?
Yeah.
We always talk about body count, man. Every episode, man. We always talk about body counts.
It's important,
man.
Bro. It's important.
Okay. I mean, like, honestly, man, I could care less because, like, I'm not gonna try to compare. Like, I have a really high body count, but like at the same time, it's like if you ain't caught nothing, you ain't got the clap, you ain't got like STD, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that don't matter to me. Like, I personally don't care, and I don't care to know of this woman's body count. Like, as long as she ain't catch something, man, I don't care about the past, man. That actually means, like, okay, that means she ain't gonna be boring as fuck if she actually knows what she's doing. I mean, like,
most of the time they don't, though. Most of the time they don't.
Yeah, most of the time they just take it to D, right? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they just take it. They're not really giving anything back, and which is mind blowing. It's like you fuck that many dudes and you ain't like shit.
Well, like, dude's got to the dude's got to put in work for that, I guess. If she's like a 9 or a 10,
true.
You know
like I normally don't ask. It's a don't ask, don't tell. Type situation because it doesn't really matter. Any number is going to be a problem anyway. Just how it is.
If she had like 1, you're like, whoa. She had like 0, you're like, you had 20 or 100, you're like,
it's weird, man. It's just really weird. But like, I get you, Danish. I get you. if she's in like her 30s, it's gonna be kind of up there anyway. So it's like one of those exceptions. But then again, it's just like they're not gonna tell you the truth anyway.
No, I mean,
fucking truth, man.
You would hope they tell
like
you.
I've caught girls in lies and shit, and I was like, I thought you said you only been with 4 dudes. Who is this 5th and 6th dude? You talking about? And they're like, oh, I was dating 4 dudes. These dudes were, and I was like, So there's always some kind of. It's just
that part.
So they're not gonna tell you the truth. So I don't even ask. I just like hey. I'm like with Dante. It's like, do you have any diseases? Let me know. Blah blah blah. This and that.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you give
proceed.
me something, I'm killing you and your family.
Yeah, nah, you got
like,
at least they got at least let you know they got something.
Shit. I'm gonna kill the
before
dog
moving
too.
forward.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, like, and you can make that kind of judgment if you want to still mess with someone who has STD or whatever case. But there's other ways to work around that. I mean, if you really like that person, but it's good to have that conversation. That's the only time you really need to be concerned. Like, oh, okay. But like, I've heard a lot of situations where the girl wasn't a hoe and she, you know what I mean, and they didn't.
Like her first time.
Yeah, and it's happened. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You can't judge her based on that too. Oh man, you're a hoe if you got STD. Then nah, sometimes it could be that one time or 3 times that they did it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, or her boyfriend cheated on her and gave her.
Yeah, her boyfriend was doing some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I never even want to knock that either. I'm going to, oh man, you a bitch, you a slut, you out here. So
I mean, yeah, there's always exceptions, but exception isn't the rule, bro. So, and yeah, I hear a lot of women always use exceptions all the time.
Well, all right. Well, it's different if it's a guy who told the women they have an STD. Girls like, oh, you out here in these streets? Oh,
exactly.
Like, oh, you out here out here balling out? Because I know it's not the women's fault.
Oh my God,
I know dudes are always out here in these streets.
It's but he got it from a woman. So what you mean?
What you mean? What you mean?
He got it from a chick. So
that's like a non-negotiable for a lot of women, man. They're like, oh, I don't know. Like, most dudes are kind of a little bit more understanding. But like a lot of women, that's why most dudes don't want to tell women the truth, that kind of shit, because they're just gonna react and just be like, wow, whatever. Yeah. You're just out here. Like,
but at the same time, and I've seen this in my own experience, some women get more turned on when they know that you've been with a certain amount of women. I don't know what it is, but it's like a hyper masculine thing. It's no different than when you're sought after by other women when she's with you.
Oh yeah,
they like that more. Yeah, they like that more than if nobody likes you. You know,
if you're a virgin, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're too pure."
Like if you're out and no girls compliment their dude, they're gonna be like, "Oh, maybe he isn't that sought after, But like the girls are compliment your dude, and
that's crazy though.
Yeah, it is crazy, right?
That's crazy because like if you tell a girl you're a flat out virgin, they might either believe you or they're gonna be like, "Oh,
something wrong with him."
Like,
why something gotta be wrong with him, man?
Like, well, I need to at least have, because it makes a female feel like she's not pure enough, I guess. When you deal with someone, they're just like, "Oh, I don't want to be his first." I mean, it's the same thing us guys think about, but like us guys, we proud now. We see a girl virgin, like, "Oh man, that chick gonna be."
I don't. I've had 2 virgins in my lifetime. No, man.
they get stuck to you, huh?
Yeah, they get stuck to you like tape, and you have to be the teacher of everything. It's like, shit.
I guess it's safe for both ways. I guess.
Dude. Yeah, and
I guess it's safe for both.
They were both brown, so Donis, you already know that was like in their mind they had me locked in as husband, father, all that shit, and that was hard to detach myself from that shit. It was like,
that's crazy. That's
crazy.
Yeah. Like, key to the kingdom, boy.
Man, they opened those pearly gates, and it was like, oh, and it was like, oh, now I got you. Nah, you can't go anywhere though. And it's like, as I remember, the Pakistani girl I was with, Aisha, the longest relationship I've ever been in too, because we were going to go to names. She ain't on here, man. She ain't now, bro.
What if our thing goes famous, bro? We go big and they see it. No,
then she'd be famous too. But I was gonna say, she, man, like I remember, what was it, after like our 3rd time, she started talking about kids and shit. And it's like, I remember laying in bed like, shit. I was like, what did I get myself into?
About that.
Man, I was like, what did I get myself into? And I look over and I was like, okay, that's what I got myself into. I'm gonna keep this on for a minute. It's like she was too
Kids.
fucking pretty, man. So it's like, and to be honest, man, those
So
brown
did you?
skinned women, dog, they know
Yeah.
how to treat a man, dude. I'm sorry. They better at it than
Look at
American
this
women,
dude.
bro.
He's out here just reminiscing and thinking like, man, what I kill for?
I mean,
Middle
they
Eastern
as
women.
far as what we're looking for in a woman, those women got it in spades, bro. It's just that their traditions are so
I mean,
old that it fucks
okay.
with their future,
Let,
and it's like it's fucked up, kind of.
yeah, let me be
'Cause-
clear. Foreign chicks are way different from American chicks. Okay.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So
Don't
that's for
question it.
any culture outside of America, bro. Like you're speaking to like not just Pakistani. You're talking about all types of women from other countries.
Right. And
Totally
I've
different.
been with a lot of women from different countries, and it's true. But I'm just saying, man,
Totally different lifestyle, totally different way of treating their men, totally different. It's just different, right? You're not getting treated like, oh, guys are shit, guys are a piece of shit in America. Like, you know, these American women that say like, oh, guys are just piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
But like in foreign chicks are like, oh man, like I'm gonna be there for my husband, I'm gonna do things for him. Like out here, it's like total different, right? Total opposite. Right?
Unless they've been tainted by American culture.
Oh yeah.
Then they're kind of fucked off. Then they're kind of fucked off, and all that cultural beauty and shit like that gets tainted, and then they like,
Dude.
I don't know what the fuck, they turn into American girls, and it's like
Well, someone named fucked it up for everybody. That's really what happened. What I told you guys, man, I took off all my dating apps recently, and one girl asked me, she's like, oh, why'd you take it off? I was like, honestly, I'm so sick of the women who say guys ain't shit, and then they bring that shit to me, all that other baggage. I'm not for it, man. I'm like, for you not even hold yourself accountable, like, oh, all guys are shit. I'm a good woman. I'm so sick of that shit. So I'm like,
I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. The only reason I got off Tinder and shit is because I kept getting hit up by single moms. I don't know what it is that I don't know what
you,
it's
bro.
my look or something, man. It's probably my looks or something.
It's destined, bro. You got dad vibes, bro.
I guess. Shit, I was like, oh, this is crazy. Because every time I was like, damn, she fine as fuck.
You got
and then I look her up on Instagram, and it's like, oh, that's not her baby. Another picture of the baby. Another picture of the baby. I'm like, fuck.
Hell.
Got kids. Fuck it.
Dad,
I'm not talking to this bitch,
bro.
Yeah.
Hey, if
I got a question,
man. I'm gonna put that on my next on my story. I'm gonna take a picture of you. I'm like, is it dad vibes or nah? This summer, I'm gonna put a picture of you on here, bro.
Alpha Monk, when did you decide that you didn't want to have children?
Shit,
when I was 12. That's serious shit. When I was 12, I set myself down and thought about it for a long time. Because you gotta understand, in Kansas, that's pretty much.
Years,
well, in Kansas, that's the roadmap. That's the roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
You graduate high school, you go to college, you get a good job, you get a house, you get a wife. Boom, there you go. And I sat down and I was like, well, I want to do art. I don't want to live in Kansas. And I want to get out. And I was like, and I had little cousins and shit, and I just didn't see that I had the patience. To be honest, I just didn't like kids when I was 12. It's weird. I just didn't like them. I didn't like the rowdiness and the energy, all that shit. I was just like, ugh. And just the older I got, the more it was just like detestable. You know, I like babies. I love babies and stuff, and I'll hold them, play with them and shit. But after that, it's like, here you go.
When they get to that age, yeah. No, I feel it.
Yeah,
when they start crying, it's like, here.
Yeah, and I detest
every kid's
teenagers.
different though, man. I mean,
yeah, everybody says that, but they all
like, okay,
assholes to me. But
oh yeah. To me, it's just like for sure. Like I'm like, I was always like on the fence, like 50-50. Like, oh man, like honestly, I would go to Disneyland and be like, I'll be so mad at other people's kids, and I want to be around other people's kids. To me, I'm just like, it's not really my thing. I don't like to be around other people's kids. If I go to kids' events, I'm just like, I'll probably sit to the side, which is not good. But like at the same time, like
that's what's weird though, is like I'll go and I'll play, and I'm good with kids, and kids like me, and every girlfriend that I've had, they hate that shit. They hate it just because I treat kids like people. I don't be like, oh, hey, I just talk to them like a regular person.
Like, what's up, man?
You know, all that shit. Yeah, and they just
good?
love it, you know. And I have a big imagination being an artist and shit. And so like I'll play around with them and all that shit. And like I've
Yeah.
had girlfriends like, you're so good. Why don't you want them? I'm like, oh hell fuck no. Hell no. But
So
to answer it fully, so this is how I see it is, so if I'm drawing, every time I'm drawing or writing, I'm in the zone and I have to be left alone. No girlfriend, no phone, nothing. Leave me the fuck alone. So I can't do that and have dependence either. Now, an adult female will understand that after a few times I'm telling her. Because I've had girls say, oh, I'll never bother you, baby. I'll never bother you. And then I'm
they
over
lie.
there drawing, and then you feel those hands come up behind me, like, what you doing? What the fuck you think I'm doing? You know, that shit, like, it pisses me off when they do that shit. So
he's talking about a movie.
Man, it's kind of like that. But so I can't imagine a little kid running around and like I'm trying to draw.
Picture this dude, hey,
crying and
you know,
shit. It's like,
you never know. You never know. Your kid could be hella quiet though.
And I can't take that chance. I can't take that chance, bro. I ain't taking that chance at that motherfucker because that. Hell nah. Hell nah.
Could be like, super quiet.
I told my ex-wife, I told her because she was, man, she was fine as shit. And she was like, I married her because I thought that she had a lot of room and a lot of potential. She was from Israel, so she was conservative and she had a really good head on her shoulders. And you know what I'm saying? So she understood she wasn't a cheater. She wasn't an attention whore. When we started dating, she got off Instagram immediately. She didn't give a fuck. She don't care about that shit. And so the only reason I thought about it with her is because Israeli women take their kids extremely serious, just like any other brown, Middle Eastern, Arab people. They take their kids really serious. Like they become parents. They don't be parents part-time and still try to be out there in the streets and shit. That shit's over.
Yeah.
And so I told her, I made her a deal. I was like, if me and you can accumulate 6 figures a year, I will give you a child, but one. And so that's what we were working towards. So that was like my only, like, and I told my mom that, she damn near hit the floor. Like, because they've always heard me say, nah, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. Yeah. But, you know, I don't believe in God, but whatever's up there is on my side because it didn't work out and I don't have a kid. So.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, but I didn't grow up with them. My grandparents raised me, so I was pretty much raised by myself. Yeah. It's like only child. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. We always getting off topic on this episode. I forgot this episode's about. What we talking about? First date shit.
I did want to ask a question about first dates. Like, so what do y'all think? What would be the one turn off that she would have to say for you to be like, oh, fuck this date. Fuck this, check, please.
Good question.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends.
Lenient men are. You see how we are. See how much room we give them motherfuckers. And if we did like one stupid thing.
Oh yeah, if we show up late, 5 minutes late, they out.
Not even that. Like it. Go ahead.
So I mean, to me, I've been in so many situations where women just cut me off on the first date. Either I was late, or I didn't pay for the bill, or we did half. To me, it's just like. It's a lot of things like, I mean, there's things that can happen in that date where it's just like, oh shit, fuck this. But it really comes down to accountability, man. Right? I've been in situations where I've went on dates with women and they showed up fucking late as shit. And then they go and get mad. Oh, did you get the table yet? I'm like, nah, man, I'm not gonna sit here and just cost this restaurant money because you're coming in late. Like, if you understand how businesses work, we're costing this business money. If I'm not buying anything, I'm just sitting here. So that's how I work. I will not get a table unless your ass is there. Straight up. I don't give a shit what happens in the movies. In real life, you are costing that business money. And I understand that shit. And I was almost about to walk out. I was like, man, fuck this bitch. Like, I'm be honest. Like, I was really pissed off. I was like, but it was a make or break for me. It was that accountability that was annoying to me. And expecting a man to really pay for a check. That those are things that kind of big one for me. But I mean, that's kind of it, really. I'm pretty lenient on that. That was like a big one for me. Other than that, I'll still stay in the date, which is kind of weird. I'll still stay in the date, like, okay, cool, let's just see where this goes. Like, whatever. Maybe it could be a little scruffy, little scuff, but
personally, I'm someone who likes to have a deep connection conversation. And so if you can't hold a conversation like that, if you can't eventually navigate to something like something intellectual,
That's a good one.
I can't vibe with you.
I feel that.
That's a good one. That's a good
gonna
one.
be a boring.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one to
So
bring
what
up.
do you do? So man, fuck all that. I want to get.
You started a quick conversation. Oh, so how was your day? It was good. So what did you do? Worked.
Yeah.
So what do you do for fun? Man, work. Like you're just like
nothing much.
Oh no, I had one woman say I don't have hobbies. I was like, oh shit.
Oh shit. So you don't have nothing. Like I joke with that shit. It's so funny. Like, so you just do nothing. You just work. Like man, I wish I was like you. Shit, like don't have hobbies. I got too many hobbies. Like I got too much shit. Right? Like, let me know what your secret is.
Like, how do you not have a hobby? Like, what the fuck do you do when you don't have downtime?
Well, it's just creating a closed conversation, and it sucks.
Crazy.
And a lot of these women are probably thinking like, I'm not interested, like blah blah blah. And they, you know, what I mean, just tell them, motherfucker, you ain't interested in them. Like, don't get us to think like you're trying to create a conversation. You know what I mean? Right. And then they get mad at us. Well, you didn't create a good conversation with me for me to stay in there. I'm like, man, motherfucker, I'm not no therapist. I can't create some open-ended questions for you.
The craziest thing for me is they're super flirty before you meet them.
Oh, they're probably shy or something. Probably a little nervous.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I hate those. I hate those closing questions, man. I hate that when they give us.
I don't wait on dates. Like if she's 5 minutes late, I'm gone. Because to me, it's like it's highly disrespectful. I don't care if it's a shit test or not, because
you're right.
I told you what time to be there. You had the entire fucking day, especially if it's in the evening, to get there on time. For you to show up late or to even call me and say you're running late, that means that I am not a priority, which a first date should always be a priority because I made you a priority. I'm already fucking there. So it's like, I'll always tell them, and I've done it several times, it's like, you got 5 minutes. Well, I'm not going to be there in 5 minutes. Well, take it easy. And that's it. I don't text them anymore that night. And it's like, fuck it, you know?
No, you're right.
I mean,
because I'm going off. Yeah, I'm going off me being late on certain things. I know. I'm learning to not be late at a lot of shit. So I give people a time of day just because I understand shit happens. I'm a little bit more understanding because I'm late to certain things too. So I can't say, oh, you're always late. If I was like kind of like how you are, like a stippler with time, because you don't like shit being late. You like to be on time, be early into a lot of your shit. So you're very like big on your time. So I get that part. Yeah.
But I mean, I do always give them that 5 minute buffer, but like I understand, like if she called or texted and like, hey, something just happened. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I can't call her out on it if it's a lie or not because I don't know if it's true. But if they gave me that reasoning, then I'll give them a little bit more time. But if she's like, hey, I'm just running late. And I always ask like, what happened? And then it's like, oh, nothing. I was trying to figure out what to wear. And it's like, motherfucker, you had 8 hours today.
That's at least she's honest. At least she's honest. She could just be like, I got in a car accident. Because we gotta think, us guys, we gotta think of a lie. We're like, hey man, like there's a big ass accident over here at 680. Like, there's 3 kids that got killed. Like, it's a mess, right? And she's gonna look at the shit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep it super real with y'all.
Oh, see, Aunt Shirley out here. Aunt Shirley out here always defending women. She said, at least she's honest. I'm like, well, at least she's late. At least she's damn late. She's, you know what I mean? Like, let's just be honest. She's late. If us dudes would have done that, it would have been a wrap. Girls have been like, oh, he.
But like Aunt Shirley, why is there at least she's honest though? Just be on time. Be respectful.
Be on time.
At least. It shouldn't be no at least. This is why we're here where we're at right now in the dating world, because there's too many at least.
So we got some comments here. Some women are being live right now. Now they're not lurking no more. We hitting some.
Hold on. Danesh has something to say though.
What do you gotta say, D-Nice?
I ain't never been late to a date ever. I was raised in a military family.
Hey, good for you, man.
I was raised in a military family, and we're on time to everything, man.
Yeah, same here. My grandfather was military.
Hold on.
I'm gonna read these underwear, all that shit, bro.
I'm gonna read these comments because I don't know how long my Instagram live is gonna last because it's got an hour.
Okay.
And she said Leela said, she said it, and she was making effort to look good for you.
She had 8 hours.
He said, at least she make it. I like how a lot of I'm not knocking you women for saying that. I'm glad you guys are speaking your piece. I'm not knocking it. but it's like you're giving
They're trying to make
like
excuses.
you make
They're trying to
excuses
find
for it,
excuses.
and it's just like there's no excuse for it.
There's no excuse for that shit.
There really is.
If you
Wait,
knew, if they
Dante.
knew, if she knew 2 days ahead of time, baby, I'm gonna take you out Friday night. Today is Wednesday. I want you to be at this restaurant at 7. She got 2 fucking days. There's no reason, unless there's an accident, there's some kind of catastrophe in the family, something that keeping her physically from being there on time, then
Yeah, no excuses,
How?
man. I
No
mean,
excuses.
like for stuff like that, it's like, come on, dude. Like, I get like women take a long time to get ready, but you're dealing with a woman who's like in her 30s or what 30s, right? They should know how to get dressed at a reasonable time. I mean, like, you know how long it takes you to get ready. I know how long it
20s,
takes me to get
20
ready.
I don't fuck with girls in their 30s yet.
Oh, okay,
Staying away from that for the moment.
Okay, well,
So it's like late 20s for me right now. But, but even
said,
then, late 20s, you know, they know.
maybe
They
20s
how
might
to
not
get ready
know.
and
Maybe
shit.
20s might not. That's probably why you have an issue, man. Because like the girls in their
I don't
30s,
fuck
man.
with 20s. I
Okay,
fuck with
all
late
right,
20s.
all right.
Like
Because
by
the
then,
women
they
in
know
their
what the fuck
30s,
they're
they
doing.
know. They're like women,
Yeah,
so the women.
27 to 29.
Okay,
I stay
all
away
right,
from that 30 line because it's
I'm just
dangerous.
saying,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
I mean,
That clock is ticking fast, man. It's like a time bomb.
when women I mess with who are like in their 20s, who've been late or been in their 20s, like women in their 30s, a little bit. Yeah, the women in their 30s kind of know how this shit goes, right? They show
they're
up,
desperate.
right?
They're desperate.
Well, I don't know about you mean them desperate, but I know for sure, like women in their 20s, they're just scattered. Like they got this new career. They're trying to figure out how to, dress or act late. Like they're doing so much emphasis, like dating a guy who's older. They're just like, oh, what does he want me to do? Like, so I mean,
she had 2 days.
You out here coaching and mentoring these women. It's not like you just mentored.
I'm just saying, if y'all want that 100, y'all want that equality. If I can be there on time, you should be there on time too. If I can make it a priority, you should make it a priority too. If you can't do that, then guess what? We can't be together. Move it on.
And that's, I mean, I get your point. Like that is like a legitimate reason. I'm not even knocking it. I'm like, Shirley, I sent you the email. You got an email. You always been. I was
gonna say,
here's the thing. And Shirley always saying, "Put me on." I'm like, man, you were on the. I send your email every time.
Well, tell her to jump on right now. Hurry up and jump on. But here's the thing, man.
All right, Aunt Shirley, let me send her invite again. Right. She be always saying this all the time. I swear to God, man.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. It's like this goes both ways. If you want a certain type of behavior or respectable behavior, you got to start that shit from the get go. Like, and I'll flip it on the women's side. If a woman wants a dude to open the door for her, provide and protect, be a gentleman, do all these nice things that we're supposed to be doing, then she has to have him do that thing at the beginning and in the middle, all the way through it. If he stops opening the door for him, she got to remind him about that shit. And it's vice versa. Women respond when they get checked. I'm sorry, they respond to masculine energy. If they start wilding out and shit, and the dude lets them wild out, and he's all afraid and shit, they're gonna lose respect for you. But if he stands his ground like a man, he shows the masculine energy, she's gonna respect him more. And so to me, if I tell you to be somewhere on a date and I'm taking priority and you can't do that, you have disrespected me and you're wasting my fucking time. And you're not that special to waste my time because I don't know who the fuck you are. You're just pretty. And that ain't shit. I can find pretty girls anywhere. I could throw a rock outside right now and hit 12. So it's like, it doesn't fucking matter to me.
You in the town too.
Like.
So a lot
you have to come with something else. So it's like, that's how I feel about it, man.
He said a rock hit 12. So we got a woman who actually agree with you. I agree. That's just common human courtesy. That is. I mean, like I said, there's really no excuse. If we just say, "Oh, baby, I'm sorry, man, I was like caught up with some shit," girls would be like, "Man, what?" So it's like, I don't know why I even.
My last ex showed up 30 minutes late to our first date.
I don't even date. She said, "I don't know why I put my 2 cents in. I don't even date." I know, me neither, girl. I'm with you. I don't date no more.
Was it at a restaurant? Is that a restaurant?
What's up?
Was it at a restaurant?
Yeah.
Were you sitting at the table or we went outside?
Table. And on top of that, mind you, she knew that we were meeting. she said, "Oh, work ran late," but it was just like, you know what the plan was, so why not just tell me let's reschedule or something?
Yeah. See, that's that disrespect I'm talking about. Like it,
That ghosting shit. Yeah,
because that's what they would want, and to me, that's how I look at everything. This is what she would want. This is what she would expect,
Yeah,
and it goes a little bit beyond that. It's like if you have to like kind of value that time, value your own time,
yeah.
and once you really truly start knowing your worth, then you start to see it as a blatant disrespect. It's like, nah, fuck that shit, because I know there's
yeah,
a lot of other people who would actually appreciate this and
yeah.
appreciate who I
No, you're
am
right.
and that shit. So it's like this person is just trying to like, like again, if it's excuses, I don't want to hear that bullshit. But if it's a
It's like, oh, I
real
had to get ready.
legitimate reason,
Sorry.
then
Like the fuck you need to do. How long did it take you to get ready? Man, you should have already known this when you're in your 20s how to get ready. But it's
again,
like, it's like,
2 days.
are you late to your interviews? Are you late to your job interviews like this? Is that
when it's something to priority, they're right there on time. When it's priority, they're right there.
Yeah, they
So
can
it's
show
like,
up to their
you
interviews.
can't,
But they already have an idea like men ain't shit kind of thing. So they kind of already expecting the dude to be okay with it. Because she got the good looks and she got the pussy or something like that. But like at the same time, oh, he gonna be okay with it. Right.
All that shit gets dried up in like 6 months to a year anyway. That shit hits a plateau. That pussy, the looks, all that shit hits a plateau at about a year, and it's not special anymore. And sometimes for some dudes, it's even faster.
That's crazy.
So it's like you got to come with more than that, man.
I mean, it's a double standard for us guys. We always gotta do more all the time. That's normal. That's a normal kind of business. That's a normal business, man. We always like us men. We a little bit more mature about our shit. I mean, I am. I know I got to do a little bit more because I already know I can't expect the same from a woman that's gonna do the same shit. So I gotta be like, okay, let me be mature about the situation, even though the shit's kind of fucked up. But let me say something. You know what I mean? We gotta do all that shit anyway, man. Like they always say, happy wife, happy home shit, man. I don't believe it fully, but I get it, man. It's just like we gotta. It ain't no sense of us being both immature about the shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I will say one thing though, like kind of like how Alpha Monk was saying about looks and everything kind of disappearing. That with like married couples and people that are in that deep ass relationship, like 10 years plus, they're in this new age, the whole that intellectual love and kind of like that bond that's like non-existent anymore. It's more of just, oh, this person looks good on screen, so I'm going to be with them until whatever happens, and then after that it's just
it's
you know what I mean?
It's dead. Because I think what I hear all the time is women want this, they want provider, they want this and that. It sounds like more and more they just want materialistic shit, and they're like, I remember growing up in my early 20s, and girls was like, I want a dude who can respect me, who will love me, who will be a great father figure. He has a great personality, makes me laugh. Like it was more deeper things, and nowadays it's all superficial. He has to be this height, he has to look like this, he has to have this much money, he has to be able to take me on trips. And it's like, okay, when you find that dude, he's gonna treat you like total shit. He ain't gonna be good to you, nothing. You're just gonna be another trophy like his fucking car. And then you're just gonna stick through it because he can buy you the fucking bag or he can take you somewhere. And that's what I was talking about, that once all this shit starts to happen, logic starts to seep in and like, shit, I made a mistake, but how can I make it look like it was his fault?
Right.
And that's what we're dealing with. So it's like it's all a clusterfuck, man.
It is. That's crazy.
And it's like, I think the biggest issue men have is like, and this is really fucked up to say, I'll probably get a lot of slack for this, but
it's all good.
We're upset because women aren't coming into self-awareness, and they're not being smart about dating until it's kind of too late, when they're not that they're not that pleasing. You know what I'm saying? It's like once they get a little bit more wrinkles, a little bit more fat, a little bit more bodies on their belt, then they start to become aware, and then they want that good guy. They want that man who's really good for them. And to me, it's like, you don't fucking deserve that dude. you don't deserve that dude because you've done some bullshit. You made horrible choices. You let dudes run through you for years, and now you want this really good man. No, fuck that. No. He should be with a younger version of yourself who has a good mind. He should not be with you who's all fucked up now and 34, and now you want to settle down. Now you want to act right. Now you want to do things right. That's bullshit to me, man. Fuck that shit, man. And I think that's why a lot of dudes are so fucking pissed. It's like, dude, we're getting the raw end deal here. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to, like women's prime is like 17 to 29. Men's prime is 27 to 48. And that's some real shit. That's when we really
Is it
like,
really?
when we're in our late 30s.
That's what you say. Yeah.
Late 30s. That's when we're really getting shit done. That's when we're the most attractive to women all around. That's when we got shit done. That's when we know who we are. That's when we're more self-aware. That's when we have more self-worth, all these things. So we're more appeasing to the women than when we were when we were younger. When we were younger, we're just like bucks, going around trying to fuck anything and, trying to learn out who we are. And the fucked up thing is when women hit that 30 line, everything starts to decline very extremely fast. And so it's like, it just doesn't add up. It used to add up. They used to always be like man in his early 30s getting with a woman in her early 20s, because that's when she's more fertile. She can have healthier children. She's young enough to be able to chase them around. He's still young enough to be able to chase them around, shit like that. But nowadays, there's more hoes than anything. Girls don't give a fuck about that shit anymore. They're just sleeping with whoever. They just worry more about materialistic shit. And it's like once they've been basically used up and all that shit at like 35, then they want to be, born again. And it's it doesn't work that way, man. It's fucked up to say. But.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to stick up for like any women out here or be like on their side of certain situations. Because I know for us men, we fucked up a lot in our 20s, right? We fucked around, did some fucked up shit too, right? Yeah. And it's fair to say that maybe those dudes don't deserve a good woman either, right? So it goes down to that, right? Because we can be like, oh man, right? I'm at the peak now. I'm ready to settle down. So it could be in that vice versa sense, right? So I'm not saying like seeing in that sense, but like,
well, at the beginning, I said that those girls are going for the good men, the ones that they shouldn't go for. That's what I meant. Okay. Yeah, all of us, all the dudes who were like fucking going crazy and shit in their 20s, we don't really deserve a good pristine woman either, really, to be honest. But I think that's what I'm saying is that's the frustration of a lot of really good gentlemen out there. It's like, man, they're getting the shit in the stick.
They are.
You know what I'm saying? They're getting the girl who's been trained a couple of times, and she's not telling them. But they're finding out later. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
I seen not to judge, man, but I seen so many crazy relationships where the guy has like been good from the whole beginning in his 20s, been focused on his business, like doing a lot of shit. Good guy, really good guy. But then the person they're with, it's like, man, she was ripping and running, screwing people over, screwing dudes over, doing this shit, and they get this good ass dude. And I'm not knocking it. I think everyone deserves it, but like at the same time, it's like, bro, like the person you're with, man, like. Maybe he don't care. Maybe he knows. But it's like, you're a good dude. You do not deserve, I'm sorry, you don't deserve a woman who's out here doing this shit. And when you guys were dating, she already had issues with dating you in the first place, right? Because you were such a good dude. And it's just like, man, like, how does that work, man? And some people who go to that, right? And it's just like, man.
Fucked up, man.
It's like, yo.
There's a white kid I went to school with in high school. His name was John Quimby. Don't worry, he's not watching this shit.
He could be.
But in Wichita, there was this one girl who was known in every fucking high school. And her name was Jessica. She was fine as shit. Like, she was fine. But she was a hoe, bro. Like, she was such a hoe. Your first impression would get you in the sheets. I met her once at one of our fairs. She wanted me to go home with her. I didn't know who she was at the time. My boy told me her name and told me who it was. And I was like, oh, that's her? Fuck, I was pissed because she was fine as shit. So many, by the end of high school, she had at least 30 bodies. Crazy. Mm-hmm. So when I went back home, like I left at 23, I went back home at 24, and I ran into him, and they were married, and she was pregnant with one of his kids. 5 years later, she cheats on him and leaves him. he still takes care of the kids. She didn't take the kids at all. He still takes care of them, all that shit.
That's
And it's just
crazy.
like that shit right there. It's like, ugh, that shit's irritating as fuck. And
Mhm.
like, and now if you find her Facebook, she's got some heavyset white dude who owns his own business, and it's like that motherfucker does not even know who she is, but he treats her like a queen. It's like she don't deserve that shit to me.
Oh
He
man,
just does it, man.
my
And-
IG just ended, bro. Oh no!
Is Aunt Shirley still coming on live?
No, she ain't coming on.
Nah,
She's
she
trying to
ain't
come on.
coming.
She was trying to come on the IG. I was like, I'm not gonna put you on the IG shit, man. Get the fuck up out of here with that shit. Anyways, man. I know we got so sidetracked what we're talking about, but it's okay, man. We still have a conversation.
And we always do that anyway.
We do that shit anyway.
Yeah.
We did kind of talk about some shit. We did kind of talk
Yeah,
about
that's
some
true.
real shit.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, we did. We kind of talked about
I
some
try to
real
make
shit.
it as controversial as possible.
That is the goal. That is the goal. I'm not sure if you guys want to stay on a little bit more, but we can probably end it if you guys want.
Yeah, I'm about to. I missed the workout this morning, so I think I'm gonna hammer one out.
Okay. Danish, you good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll probably wrap things up here. But yeah, it was good, man. Good conversations, guys. Man, I wish this shit was gonna last longer on the IG, but I guess not. I guess
Sorry. Bring the same game next week.
It was a little messy this week today. I would have still kept going if I was live streaming. But
we're all over the place anyway.
Yeah, it was a little messy. My internet's a little bit shit today. But no, guys, man. Yeah, if you guys are tuning in, next week we'll do the same shit. Next week, if you guys are on free, we'll have this conversation. We'll continue this to be continued conversation. I think the next episode should be deserving the right person. He said no.
What's something that's really good though? Juicy.
Man. I actually was thinking about something. Have we done expectations on the first 3 dates?
Man, we talked about so many expectations, man, but we'll talk about it again if you want.
We've done standards and just gonna be chilling and shit. Yeah.
Coming through.
I thought about walking around the lake, but I don't want to do that shit. We're probably just gonna be chill here.
Too many shootings over there, man. I don't know if I knew that was a bad idea to do something for Juneteenth, and I was like, man,
I don't know why
I was like too many motherfuckers over there. It is hot as shit. You know what I mean?
Hella black folks. It's always gonna bring in the wrong motherfuckers.
Yeah,
fuck it up for everybody else. That's what always happens.
Not me. I ain't fucking with that shit, man.
I was like, nope. Home. I didn't even stop and look. I just went straight to fuck home. I was like, fuck this shit. Way too many fucking people, man. It's like, nah. And you always get those ratchets hollering at you and shit. And I hate that shit because they so fucking aggressive.
Oh yeah.
So fucking aggressive.
Them Oakland girls. Them Oakland girls, they're ready.
I was doing like that, like, yeah. She's like, come here. He think he too good. I was like, oh, really? Damn. I can't just go home. The fuck? Like, shit, you got
a piece of meat out there, bro.
Man, it's like I don't want no girl with weave, man. I'm sorry, I don't fuck with weave, dude. I just don't do that shit. Take that shit off.
Smelly rippers and
that light skin shine bright in the sun, man.
Man, they can see my shit a mile away through all that darkness. There's like, what the? Oh, a light skin.
Sometimes, I have a bad impression when I see like ratchet ass women. I'm like, oh, she probably got smelly ass cooch too. She probably been around.
Damn,
like, I'm sorry, bro.
That far, but damn.
I think deep, bro. I'm just like, oh, she probably got.
I just always think that they just,
I ain't lying.
Shit going on, man. They ain't got shit. Yeah, true. They ain't got shit going on.
Yeah, they out here running, ripping and running out here, man. I'm cool.
Man, and the finest ones be the ones that you gotta be really afraid of, though, because they got some weird ass gangster ex-boyfriend. Just got out of jail and shit. He ain't every motherfucker to talk to her. It's like, oh, why ain't you that?
That's probably. I guarantee that shooting out there would probably have something to do with a fucking female.
Oh, you know it, dog. You know it. It ain't no more gangs out here anymore. There's no more gangs here.
I always shake my head whenever I hear some dude died over a female. I was like, was it really that serious?
Wait, I'm telling
you, heard about what was that rapper? A young rapper who killed himself over a girl not too long ago.
Mac Miller.
Was it?
No.
He was young. But
yeah, I know you're talking
about. He took his own life over a girl.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I had some dude. Yeah, I was messing with this Samoan chick, and her ex dude was like sending me messages like, man, let's go meet up somewhere. I was like, bro, like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm not gonna come by myself. First of all, I have guns. Like, I legitimately go to a range.
I'm gonna bring my friend Glock.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm not gonna like meet you because like that's just I don't want to do any harm on any human being. So I don't want to set myself up with shit like that. But if it comes down to it and you acting up, like I gotta protect myself or some shit, man. I'm gonna be honest. But like I don't want to force myself to go into harm. Like, yeah, I'll see you right now. I got heat. Like I'm not that kind of dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like do any harm on any human being.
I'm not fighting for some chick that I'm not
over some female
or married or something. Shit. Like, you gotta be my wife for me to fight for her, man. Or like my girl for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But if we just talking, it's like
no, this dude comes
I can't tell you how many times I've gotten messages about, hey man, I'm gonna come find you, leave my girl alone. I was like, dude, she ain't been your girl for 2 years. What the fuck?
Like, move the fuck on, bro.
Yeah, if you come to my house with some guns or some trying to shoot up some shit, it's gonna be some problems. But
really?
You know what I mean? Like and especially my mom's house, bro, like, oh hell no. Like, so I try to do myself in those situations anymore.
Right.
But I don't go looking for her, that's for sure. I don't that's stupid. I ain't that stupid.
That's just weird to me. That's weird to me to be obsessed with a girl like that.
Yeah, it's like she ain't that special. She's not that cute. You can have her.
Yeah.
I just want to hit.
That and like,
but it be them bum motherfuckers too that do it.
Well, yeah, because they're worthless. So like, she was their whole world. She was the best thing they ever had. So they're just like, I can't lose that, even though you already lost it. What are you talking about? And so they hate you, and it's like, why you mad at me when she chose me, bro? They mad at her. Just like if you slept with a girl and you found out she had a boyfriend, he trying to get at you. It's like, why you getting at me, dog? She the one who cheated on you. She the one who fucked you over. You get mad at me.
Yeah, no, but I know some dudes that'll just be like, I don't give a fuck, and still do it. Okay, so
well, shit, 6 feet under then. That's on them.
Yeah,
exactly.
Some dumb shit.
Some stupid shit. I literally told the dude, I was like, man, we're fighting over a female. You can have her, man. He's like,
basically,
yeah, you're right.
But then they try to goat you when you do that. Like, you can have her. Like, oh, that's right, because you're gonna get your ass beat. Like, nah, she ain't worth it.
Like, nah, bro, it's not that special.
Yeah.
And they come find out she had a kid with that dude, and like they ain't together no more. Like, this is how it works.
Ooh, dodged the bullet on that one.
Ooh, I did. I'm cool. Yeah, I saw that girl on my Bumble the other day. That same Samoan chick. I was like, ooh.
Damn, a Samoan chick. I've never seen one that wasn't, how do I say,
big girl. Yeah, she was small. She's just she's hung with the wrong crowds. Yeah. But not knocking it. She wasn't bad looking. She was just kind of just. It was a little messy, man. I had to let that go. I was like, oh yeah, she just with the hood ass dudes. I can't be fucking with that. I haven't dealt with hood ass dudes like that since like in my 20s. Like, yeah, like in my early 20s, 22, 21, that's probably when I was dealing with the knuckleheads. I was trying to I was looking for like ratchet girls at the time, and I was like dating them. And so like, what I mean, we had that phase, right? And I was like, okay, this is not cool, right?
Shit,
I never had to deal with it. It was in my late 20s.
Hood chicks.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I stopped fucking with them at 19. I was like,
it's not the business.
Now let me fuck with some white girls now in college.
Yeah, white girls, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck with them, and it's like, oh god, that shit's weird. That's some weird shit too. I'm like their gateway to black dudes.
You are. You are.
Yeah, I'm
totally
halfway dangerous. I'm dangerous enough for their father to get pissed off and shit.
You totally are, man.
Yeah. I'm the gateway. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'll be the gateway for Tyrone. We'll do.
Tyrone. All right, y'all, man. Let's wrap things up, man. I appreciate you guys coming on, man. And man, let's do this again next week. Tune in, guys. Sorry for the mishap of all this crazy shit that's happened. But man. Next week. Let's go.
All right,
let's go.
All right, guys.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Later. Hello, friends. This is Dante from the YD Podcast. Thank you for tuning in onto our episode. And just wanted to give you guys some updates. I know I usually do this at the end of my episodes. I'm doing a little update. So we do still have Patreon website.
I've been putting exclusive content on there. I haven't put any dating coaches or advice or anything like that yet. I'm still working on that. But if you still want to donate to the Patreon, it's still on there on the Why Date Podcast website. But for right now, all I'm doing right now is Venmo. I'll put the link onto this episode on on the YouTube episode. Hope you guys, like I said, like the episode. But I'm putting everything on there. Currently, I am still working on advice, dating coach. I want to have a community where we're having someone giving advice, having some experts on there that's helping people through dating. So I know we typically talk about a lot of funny stuff on our episodes, but I also want to provide some kind of service to everyone who's listening. So get their money's worth for something. It's $5. Is definitely not going to raise the price because I haven't done much with my Patreon. But I still have a Venmo on there. It's going to be on there. But I will put the link down here. You can kind of see it. And just so you guys know, I appreciate you guys joining in and tuning into our episode thus far, listening to all our stuff. But yeah, that is it for you guys. I will post more things on my Patreon. Like I said, I'll still put the exclusive content, the post episode on there, the audio form. I can't really put the video on there. For some strange reason, Patreon won't let me do it. It's too big of a file. But that's what I want to have on there, guys. And that is it. That's all I have to say. But please subscribe too, as well, on the YouTube channel if you guys haven't done so already. But that is it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your day.